Hello everyone, welcome to I Roll It, I Review It. Quick reviews chosen at random. I'm sorry, for some reason my camera didn't start recording until after I rolled, so this is the footage I have. I'm not sure what's going on with it. This is like the second time this happened. Very weird. Anyway, it landed on 4, which is awesome. Now to roll for the genre. 16 is action. Now to roll for the subgenre. 6. 6 is Femme Force. Now I gotta roll for the movie. 17. That looks like it's gonna be Redline. I think I remember seeing the trailer for this one a while back. Well, let's see if it's any good. Oh boy, that was Temu Fast and the Furious. Redline is a 2007 film from stuntman turned director Andy Cheng. It's about super hot Natasha, a car expert slash singer who gets roped into this high stakes illegal drag racing ring. There are these multimillionaires that have so much money they're bored. So they do things like bet someone $2 million they can get a driver to do a 4-hour drive in 2 hours just to deliver them Viagra. One guy sees that Natasha is an incredible racer and decides that she needs to be his new driver. And another guy goes bonkers and kidnaps her. Thankfully, this Air Force vet fell in love with her the night before, so he goes on a rampage through this rich guy's compound to rescue her. Lots of car chases with exotic cars, explosions, crashes, and other stuff ensues. On a side note, it's kind of funny that this was under Femme Force when really, the lead female ends up having to get rescued by the lead guy more than a few times. She's not exactly Celine from Underworld. Apparently, this movie was loosely based on a guy named Daniel Sadek. He co-wrote the script. Sadek was a third-grade dropout from Lebanon who moved to the US and started a real estate business that was so successful he was making $5 million a month. Although making that much money was not legit, and the whole thing was pretty much a huge scam. In 5 years, he wrote $3.8 billion in mortgages, mostly to people with bad credit. He used that money to buy a bunch of houses and expensive cars. He put all of his money into the film to showcase his car collection and help his fiancée Nadia to break out of soap operas and become a movie star. The movie cost $31 million to make and only pulled in $8.2 million worldwide. I now remember this movie because it was the one where there was a promo with Eddie Griffin where he accidentally drove a Ferrari Enzo, one of Sadek's cars, into a concrete barrier and destroyed it. Oops, that's an expensive goof. Since the movie was a huge flop, this led to Sadek having financial problems, which led to him having to declare bankruptcy a short time later. There's a much larger story here about how all of Sadek's financial dealings went belly up after the film bombed. Really, that story would make for a more interesting movie than Redline. On top of all that, Nadia broke up with him and married someone else. So a spoiled rich scam artist made a terrible film as a way to stroke his ego, only to have it backfire and screw up his life. Redline is a terrible movie. It's one big ego trip by a guy with a third-grade education who still ended up outsmarting people with a lot of money. The cars were cool to look at, and yes, Nadia is stunning. Although I'll be honest, when I first saw the trailers for this back in the day, I thought Nadia was Tiffany Amber Thiessen. If your movie is filled with unlikable characters doing stupid things mixed with really poorly shot action sequences, who cares? Why would I be invested in a bunch of rich assholes that are blowing their money on nonsense? I've seen movies where the bad guys are the focus, but they're well written and interesting. This causes you to want to root for the bad guy. Here, some millionaire douchebags are throwing money around because they have nothing better to do? Go screw. This movie was just plain bad. Redline gets a thumbs down. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.